You got the lighting all down nice.
Bro. I mean, shit's kind of what we do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's up, Di?
What's up, player?
We're here at the podcast studio. How you feeling?
Man, this is like surreal to me, you know? It's crazy how things kind of find you in a way.
100%, bro. You look like a star already.
You're a star, brother.
Nah,
Thank
you're
you.
a star, bro.
We shining together,
Everybody's
baby.
shining. It's like a diamond.
Yeah.
Bro, so we kind of met through Fino, my barber, Ace at the time.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Ace. And then, bro, I've been seeing you at the gym. You getting swole every single day, consistent, bro. We're in that bitch every day.
Literally almost every day. I've been in this like fitness, healthy journey, I would say, for the past 18 months.
Let's go.
I would say it's been life-changing.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah, bro. And like, I don't personally share like my fitness stuff because I think it's like just mandatory. It's like you go to sleep, you work out, it's part of like your regular shit. You need to be doing it. It's the basics. Like
that's fact. To be honest, to be transparent, a lot of it was me not being aware of myself, like physically, mentally.
Yeah.
So, I was walking around sluggish, not fully focused, not like to the T how I should be.
Yeah.
And that's a big reason why I became aware of myself, and how I feel, how I look, is how I literally perform.
100%.
So I decided to just flip the switch.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Take it up a notch.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, bro. And I know we talk a little bit at the gym because, we're always in transit.
Yeah.
So.
I'm leaving, you're walking in, and it's just like, or it's quick, it's brief. But it's cool. It's actually cool because it's like, it's what's needed to be said right then and there.
Yeah.
And then you move on upon your day.
Yeah, you keep it pushing, bro. And so anyways, I wanted to get into your story, bro, because the podcast is called Find Your Path. So like most people that come on this have
amazing name, by the way.
Thanks, bro. Have some level of success. They started from somewhere. They got to, went through a journey, got to a certain point, and then where you're headed. So I like to start with that, bro. So, you were born, and then what happened?
All right. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. This is perfect because, I was born in the U.S., up north in Reno, Nevada.
Let's go.
The biggest little city in the world. Little hidden gem. My mother is from the U.S., and then my father is from South America, from Chile.
Let's go.
Santiago, Chile. And, I was born, and around 2 years old, my grandma basically kidnapped me in a good way.
Shout out, grandma.
Yeah, so I was raised by three different women. It was my grandma, my great grandma, and then I would say my mother. But my grandmother took me back to South America with her because she thought it was best for me. To hold me back from a lot of dark places that was going on at the time with my parents here in the U.S. Definitely. So I spent 12 years back in South America.
Dang, with your grandma?
With my grandma.
The whole time?
I was 2 years old, and I was out there all throughout basic school, and my first language is Spanish.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know that because I have this look,
Yeah.
But definitely, I spent about 12 years in South America, and basically a third world country.
Yeah.
With her, and it was interesting. It was crazy. I never thought that it would be very different than here because I didn't know what it was like here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was kind of my childhood, and I can get even more into the nitty gritty. Spending time over there was difficult because I look very different as well. I'm light skinned, like a white boy.
Yeah.
And over there, they're native, they're Latinos and stuff like
darker,
that.
like my skin complexion?
I would say so, yeah. And I had light hair, blue eyes, and it got me in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got me in a lot of trouble, man. So it was actually difficult for me going to school in a third world country like that.
Wow.
A lot of kids, it was a lot of envious, So I was fighting a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fighting a lot, and I traveled a lot as well, so it kept me out of school. So it kind of hindered me in an intellectual way, I would say.
Yeah. So where did you travel when you were younger like that? Just with your grandma and shit?
Yeah. So with my grandmother, I've lived in Chile for 12 years. We even went, my grandma's like an opportunist. Every opportunity she could, she would just go and take it. Like she had friends all over the world. So she had a friend in New Zealand. So we went and tried New Zealand for like 8, 9 months.
What? No
Yeah.
way.
So here I am, like this like 8, 9 year old boy in New Zealand. I'm like, oh snap, this is cool or whatever. We tried it. She would always, she grew up cleaning houses and taking care of old people.
Yeah.
And I was right there with her the whole time.
Yeah.
So working has been always instilled into me.
Mandatory.
For sure. And then after that, we didn't like it, went back to Chile for like a year, and then we blasted off to Spain.
No way.
Yeah, a lot of my ancestry comes back from Barcelona.
Yeah, you look like Spaniard.
Spanish,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, that's, you would fit in over there.
Yeah,
As
no,
far as
definitely.
complexity.
No, it was cool. It was cool. So then I went to Spain, to Madrid. I lived out there for 3 years.
Dang.
Yeah, I was there for 3 years with her. And I went to like middle school there as well.
Okay,
And
dope.
I played a lot of soccer. That was like
Let's go.
that was like my thing. Yeah.
Let's
And then
fucking go.
fast forward into my teenage years, I would say like right before high school, I came back to the U.S. and now I had to learn how to be out here.
Dang, straight like freshman in high school?
Yeah, I had to learn how to be out here and basically adapt of like now being with my mother and
Yeah.
all of a sudden my brother's on that side of the family and things of that nature.
Jeez.
But it was crazy because I remember the day when I came out to the U.S. for the first time after being like 2, 3 years old. I was 9 years old. And my grandmother, I could tell her in her face, she was really happy to tell me something, but at the same time, sad.
What?
Yeah, bro. So I remember the day when I came back from like playing a soccer game. She's like, mijo, like, I got something for you. And I remember too, she pulled out the suitcase from underneath her bed because we slept in my great grandmother's living room
Oh, wow.
for like years, bro. And she pulled out this like little suitcase from underneath that bed. And then she pulled out my tickets to come back to the U.S.
What? When you were 9?
Yeah, when I was 9.
But then you went back, right? Or
Yeah, I was back and forth like 2 or 3 times prior to like going out to Spain.
Yeah.
Because I kept trying to try it out here,
Yeah.
and it just I wasn't used to it. I wasn't
like
used
you
to
would
it.
go to school and shit too, like at 9 years old.
Like
or?
even being at my parents' house over here in
Yeah.
the U.S., I wasn't used to having all additional brothers and having my mother and like
Yeah.
her marriage and things like that. I was just used to just basically growing up with my great grandma and my
Yeah.
grandmother, and that's it.
Yeah.
So I remember that day vividly. She was like so happy but yet so sad, and then she showed me the tickets to come back to the U.S. and I did, and I came. And I think I was here for 2 years, bro, and I couldn't do it.
Oh no way! It was like 9, 10,
Yeah.
11.
And then I went back, and then
And that's when you did middle school in Spain.
Yep, exactly.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Then
it's crazy,
boom.
mind blowing. So a lot of traveling as in my childhood years.
Yeah.
Which, honestly, I loved because now I look back at it and I'm like, bro, it opened up my perspective and my mental.
Huge.
So, like crazy, bro. Like
Yeah.
dealing with different cultures, different types of government,
Yeah.
how people treat others, and just like super culturally
Yeah.
aware. So now I implement that in my life now, and it's
Let's
just
fucking go.
it's wild.
Boom. So you come back. You're in high school.
Yeah.
This
Now-
when the story gets good.
This is when the story gets like crazy, bro. Cause all right, I come back into high school and I wasn't used to being home still. So as soon as I was old enough to drive, I got my license, like 15 and a half, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, got my first car. Bro, I was never home. I was in the streets, bro. I basically dove down. I went into the life that my grandmother was sheltering me from.
Dang.
And I got a taste of it. I've got exposed to a lot of ugly, nitty gritty things like you could possibly imagine in the
Yeah.
streets. I was with those guys that were just moving around crazy,
Yeah.
A lot had to do with
This was in LA?
no, here.
Oh, in Vegas?
No, like Reno, Nevada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the U.S.
Yeah.
I've never been in LA.
Oh, I thought for whatever reason I thought it was LA.
No, some people think I'm from like Cali because like the
Yeah.
tats and the swag or whatever.
So
But-
Reno.
Yeah, so Reno, Nevada.
Okay.
In the U.S., that's where I've resided mostly.
okay.
Yeah. And, yeah, man, I, went down the dark hole of, like, not being home, being in the streets. slanging the whole nine, bro. The whole nine. Like,
pistol packing, pistol Pete.
all that, bro. All that, just a lot, a lot. Now that I look back at it, I didn't have the influence I should have of like driving me down the right path.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be so transparent because I'm always honest. But I'm very grateful for every single situation that I have gone through, for the simple fact that it's made me aware, and I'm very glad that it happened at an early age to where I still had enough time to kind of pull myself out.
Yeah.
Right? Because a lot of people get stuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
And they don't get out, bro.
Yeah.
And they either spend a lifetime in it or 10 years or, 15, 20, whatever.
Everything, yeah. And but it's cool because it's gave me character. It's gave me character on how I deal with people, adapting to certain type of scenarios and people. I could actually use it to my advantage, I would say.
100%. Everything in life you go through is a lesson. Like, you should use it all to your
Yeah.
advantage. If you're not, then you're fucking up, I
Yeah.
think. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to repeat the same lessons, and
Yeah.
that's not good.
Yeah, no, but it's all good stuff, man. Like, here I am today, and I'm cautious. I'm conscious of my unconscious mind.
Did you, like, when you were in the trap and shit, were you ever, like, a user? Did you ever get, like, caught up in, like, the addiction aspect of it? Or were you just, like,
interesting
hustling?
enough, that's why I think I was so good at it, bro, because I wasn't.
Yeah, you didn't fuck with it at all?
I was more so addicted to the power of it.
Yeah.
And, like, the money aspect of it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but, it was there, like, everything you could think of, has been presented to me.
Yeah. That
Exposed
makes
to
sense.
me. And I feel like I've always been having, like, this entrepreneurial, like, just self-aware and, like, intellectual self, and just being aware somehow. But at the time, I wasn't using it to like, in the right way.
Right. So then, boom, you're trapping, whatever, and you got locked up?
Yeah, I've been in and out like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, dang. So that was that whole time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God,
that.
nothing like prison,
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was in and out a few times. I would say my second to last like trip in there. This is where it gets interesting, because at the time, the last time that I had gone in there, I had lost a very close nearby friend to me, a few actually, but it was just too close to me, and a lot of negative stuff was happening, and I found myself thinking that, like, I was at the top of, like, whatever it was at the time.
Yeah.
To not having nothing, bro, like, nobody to lean on, and yeah, when I went in there, I spent a lot of time in my subconscious, bro.
Yeah.
And it flipped the switch. I started using my intellectual self into just thinking positively, like switching all the negative over, and I was just tired. I was tired. So my last go around, I spent a lot of time talking to myself, reading, writing. I would talk, with all the older heads on, like, just life stuff, things that you can become aware of, based off their experience and things of that nature. And so April 30th, 2018, I decided to switch my life completely around.
And you got out, or is that?
Yeah, I got out, and I decided to pursue hair professionally.
So you've been cutting up ever since?
Yeah.
And how's your life since then?
Man, so it's been a journey because, just to reiterate back on, like, the previous question, it was like I was always around hair without thinking that it was in front of me. Because my aunts on my grandma's side and stuff, they were all hairstylists. I would spend time in their salons in these other countries and things like that. And I just played soccer, so I wanted fresh haircuts.
I need the
like
fresh
game day, I want to be a fresh fly guy,
Yeah.
And one day my grandmother was like, I don't have money for these haircuts.
Right.
So my aunt came out the woodwork, so she's like, well, I have these clippers, like, cut your friend's hair, and then go pay for your haircuts.
Oh shit.
And I did just that, bro.
Damn.
So, yeah, it was crazy. And yeah, this was, mind you, this was back when I was like 13 years old. So that was kind of going
Oh
back.
yeah, that's a
It was
lot.
like it
Yeah.
was like in front of me, like without thinking. And
Yeah.
then when I, fast forward, come to the U.S., I fall into trouble. I find myself at the very bottom in a dark hole.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, I'm locked up.
Yeah.
I'm locked up, and I'm like, damn, I'm having these thoughts in my head, bro. Like nobody lean on. Thank God to my brother, he was sending me care packages and things
Yeah.
to eat. But all the friends that I had at the
Yeah.
time, all the people that I thought
No
were there,
commissary.
nothing, bro, nothing. So guess what? I started reading, I started writing, talking to the older heads, playing chess, and then this happened. I was hanging out, like I remember my first week in there, it was like I was hanging out around the guy that was cutting the hair in there. And one day he looks at me, he was like, yo, what's up, man? You cut hair? It just happened.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? Matter of fact, like I do a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know too much. He was like, all right, tomorrow, cut my hair.
What?
And so here I am locked up, the next day. And yeah.
That's the universe, bro.
Literally, bro, the universe works in a mysterious ways.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, and I love it, and I'm all about it. And it's the next day, and I'm cutting this guy's hair that's cutting everybody's hair in there.
Yeah.
Bro, I kid you not, my time flew. Like, I just mentally escaped my environment, and it just clicked, bro. It just clicked.
Cutting?
Yeah.
In there, so you started hitting everybody.
That's when I
up?
decided to pursue it professionally, and it just clicked. Like, I escaped myself from being locked up, and then I'm just like, damn, like, that was dope. That was the highlight of my week. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you're locked up.
Yeah. So, yeah, one thing turns into another, and the haircut was so good, like, for, being in there. Everybody's like, hey, man, like, as I was done, it's like, hey, man, you want to cut my hair tomorrow? Next thing you know, I got this, like,
He got a
full-
list.
Yeah.
He's like, what you got, bro? How many
He
ramen?
was like, yo, what you want, bro? I got honey buns, I got soups, and then it just turned into my hustle in there. So in there, I was literally slanging coffee, like tablespoons of coffee for soups. I would buy a big bag of coffee for like $6, and I would make like $30 off of it.
Yeah.
Because each soup is like $2, whatever. And bro, so it became my hustle in there, and then I would mentally escape
While
my
you were
environment.
cutting?
Yes.
That's fire.
And then this was 2018, 2019, and then yeah, man, I was like, damn, at the time, minimum $40 a client times 10, that's 400 a day. I'm like,
This
that's
was like after you got
this
out?
is 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, that's over 100K a year.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
Let's run it up.
Let's run it up. So I got out, and I had decided to pursue my my career in the hair industry as a professional.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, and it's been amazing since. I've been growing since. Everything has just skyrocketed. I never thought I would be in the position that I am in now, and I'm very grateful, and I take it as if it's like my last chance.
Let's fucking go.
So I take it very seriously, bro.
Let's go,
Yeah,
dog.
and it's amazing. I've came across, you name it, bro. You name it.
As far as people,
as far as people,
yeah.
stories, people from all different types of side of the world that sit in my chair and tell me these stories, and we get into these deep conversations, and then next thing you know, like, I look up, haircut's done, bro, and I'm like, oh snap,
Yeah. Shit.
So, bro, I don't work a day in my life right now.
There you go. You
I
just
don't.
tapped into the
I
flow
love
state.
it. Yeah,
Let's fucking
internally
go.
and externally, just tapped in, bro.
What all right, so what are you excited about now, and kind of where are you, like, where do you see yourself in the next, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24? Where about the next 5 years, bro? If you came up in these last 5 years.
So I'm gonna say it this way, because I live in the present.
Yeah.
Like day by day, I'm very, that was my thing for this year, was perspective and being present. I think when you're present, you're able to really, live what's going on at the moment.
100%.
So I definitely have goals and plans to my near future. So everything that I do today, I implement it towards that. Whether it's habits, I've instilled better habits with myself, and it's exciting where I see myself in the next 5 to 10 years.
Let's fucking go.
Even within the next year, bro, next year or two,
Yeah.
like, it's mind blowing, because I have these thoughts where, like, where I'm going to be, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't speak about them too much because some people it might rub off in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But man, excited for what's to come.
Let's
Excited for what's
fucking
to
go.
come. A lot of freedom, and a lot of being able to plant seeds in people to, you know, create more life. And
More life, baby. That's what
yeah,
it's all about, bro.
yeah.
What have you read Psycho-Cybernetics?
No, I have not.
Fire. So you
Yeah.
told me about the Four Agreements.
Oh yeah. Let's talk
You know,
about
that was one of the books that like changed your life.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of reading, writing. You know, the first book that I intentionally read as an adult, like, you know what? Like, I'm in here, I'm gonna read this.
Yeah.
Because they treat you like shit, bro. It's, you know,
Yeah.
they tell you like read, write, or sleep. If it's not free time, bro, like that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You're literally a fucking like rat.
Yeah, I know, bro. I've
Not
been locked
literally,
up.
yeah, man. So I read this book, and this guy, he had his own little store, candy, like in there, like candy store in there.
Yeah.
And he had books, and he would lend books out, and I would just cut him up, and he would let me borrow his books.
Dang.
So I was trading a lot in there
Yeah.
like that, you know what I mean? And so I read this book. It's called The Four Agreements. Like, read that shit. It really changed my perspective on, you know, how I speak about myself. I truly believe is like, you know, what you speak, so you shall be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
It's a factual, man. So I read this book called The Four Agreements. It teaches you like perspective, you know, how to, you know, being impeccable with your word, like
Right.
saying the things that you want to be and you're going to be, and also just being positive, you know?
Right.
So I read that book and it changed my life.
Well, I forgot the Four Agreements. It was like, don't take anything personal.
Oh yeah, that's a big one, man. A big one.
Yeah.
I'd say living life with no expectation.
Yeah.
Don't expect anything, and literally just provide, give,
Yeah.
and then you shall receive.
The law
you
of
know?
the universe, bro. I try to tell people that shit all the time. Like, people get caught up in like, oh, I want more money, I want more things, I want more material things, and that is only a byproduct of the service and the giving that you do. So if like you give and you render so much service, like is the law of the universe that you will have to receive. And then once you receive, like once you get blessings, it's your like responsibility to give the blessings back. You have to stay in that flow because the universe or God or whatever you want to call it gives action to where it gets the most action. So like God's going to give you blessings. If you bless more people, you'll get more blessings. But if you get blessed and you hoard the blessings, then like there's no new blessings coming in.
Well, see, I think when people become aware of themselves, they understand and see the true value in that.
Right.
Because I think you will only receive if you move with intention and being positive. So by moving forward with the right foot, you are going to only get blessed. And once you see the value in that, you're automatically, I think once you reach that point, because it's about reaching that point and just like mentally, not
Right.
even like day to day or like whatever. It's just, it's a mind state, right? You will think it's right. So you
Yes.
automatically do it. It's almost like just it's habits, you know. That's where you find true warmth in my heart, and
Yeah.
at least that's what it is for me.
Yeah, I mean, if I love giving, and it's like, it doesn't have to be like I'm giving you money. I love fucking, bro, having people at the crib, buying them all food, getting like whatever they want, like, you know what I mean,
Bro.
having an experience.
Bro, as little as picking up someone's water bottle, holding the door for them.
Yeah.
Tell them, hey, how's your evening today?
Right.
You know, before you even get to the service, when I go to restaurants, I'm like, hey, how you doing tonight? Has it
Right.
been busy? Bro, it's
Right,
little
right.
things. Like,
Giving
less is more, man.
compliments, bro, all that.
All that, bro. All that. And it does come right back to you, although that's not what I'm expecting.
Right. It's just the universe, bro. It's like, yeah, you plant a seed. This is the same concept, but in another, like, more extrapolated. It's like you plant a seed, and then you're watering it every day. You're taking care of it. People get caught up in the, like, why should I fucking water the seed? Like, I don't see anything. I'm putting all this hard work into the seed, watering it and giving to it, and I'm not getting shit. And it's like, you have to do that for an extended period of time before the tree grows and you get a fruit. And some people get it twisted where they're like, I want fruits. It's like, okay, well, you have to give this much until you get a fruit. Otherwise, you're never going to get a fruit. You're saying to the universe, like, I want a fruit, but I don't want to fucking water it. Like, yeah, you might finesse a fruit from somebody else, but you'll never have a fruit tree. And the thing, when you have a fruit tree, then you have 100 fruits, and all of those fruits have seed. And you could plant all those seeds, and it's exponential.
Yeah. a lot to do with that. I would say it all starts within, bro.
100%.
Within, because that's like living life with expectations.
Right.
You know? And I think if you stop living with expectations, like, you have to become aware of yourself, and you have to do a lot of internal work, you know, with the things that you say. I would say my best advice through experience, I only speak from an experienced place, shed your environment.
Yeah.
Shed your environment, people, things, habits. Shed that. Literally become a lone wolf for quite some time, and, you know, watch interviews, podcasts, and all these things. And then you have to literally break yourself down internally. Mm-hmm. I was at that lowest point when I was in there, dark, having these conversations like, why me? Why am I here? Broke myself down, shedded my environment, flipped the script, found something that I can mentally escape with, started inquiring, like having good like habits within myself. And bro, watch, your brain will just like switch, bro. As little as like, bro, the music you listen to.
100%. I don't even listen to music, bro.
Bro, I only listen to stuff with like no words in there. It's all just rhythm. But yeah, a lot of people was like, oh, well, I want this, or I want the fruits and all that stuff. But like, bro, see, and here's what's crazy too, where perspective comes in place. Because a lot of times I don't even blame those people that speak like that. Because one, it goes back to like childhood, to 100%. Like habits, how they were treated, or now their environment. A lot of people's environments are just, you know, excuse my language, fucked up.
Yeah. You
know what I mean? And people elevation requires separation. So in order for you to elevate, you have to separate. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So by shedding your environment, inquiring new habits, and instilling like this into your day-to-day life, then it's like you flip a switch and you start talking to yourself, and you start finding yourself, who you are as a person, the things that you genuinely like. Right. Then you go back to your roots. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these are things that I used to like when I was a kid. Right. That explains why I'm like this, like now. Yeah. So when people do like, you know, they shed off all those things and people and environments, because all they're doing is talking negatively. Yeah. So that's what they will become. And when it 100%, 100,000% works this way. What you say, what you speak, what you do is what you will become.
100%.
Like 100%. So you just got to shed all that negative, flip the script, and start being positive, and then only speaking in places that you could find value and give value.
Yeah, and what you're saying is basically like to change your identity, right? Like you had to change your identity from being locked up to like becoming this person.
I'm glad that you're hitting everything on the nail, because these are like bullet points that I specifically want to talk about.
Yeah, identity. Well, currently though, so in this present moment, you have an identity of like the person that you are based on your habits, your rituals, the self-development level of what you conceive yourself to be. But even now, like at this present moment, you have to break yourself down like you're at your lowest. Because right now, if you're on a trajectory of growth, which I assume that you are, and I am constantly evolving.
It's a never-ending
So right now, you're at the lowest that you're going to be. So you have to look inside, break it down, see what your habits are doing that are, you know, rendering positive growth in your life, and what's not. And then still break through that identity and change it. It's like right now you're like, well, I could speak for myself, right? Like I've had identity shifts from like I was a baker, then I became a videographer, then I was then I was a broke videographer, then I was a successful videographer, then I became a leader, and then I had a team, and now I have an agency, and now I have a studio, and these are all new versions, and then I'm going to open up studios across the country. So these are new versions of myself that I have to confront, break away the mold of like my constricting thoughts in which the identity I hold, and remove that and create a new identity be impeccable with my word on how I'm going
100%.
to create these
I
things,
love this.
hold myself accountable, and evolve into that person. Because so it's just as hard right now to look at yourself as when you're locked up and breaking yourself down. You have to do
Bro,
it
I
now.
got down to my knees and cried.
Yeah, you
Like
got to do it now.
I cried, and I asked myself, is this it? Like, is this it? Where am I going to be? Is this what my life's going to end up? I
Yeah.
said, fuck no. Excuse my language, bro. I'm going to
Yeah.
be very direct.
No, 100%.
Because it's just what it is, bro. I'm like, hell no. This is not it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think a lot of it is identifying those voices in your head.
Yeah, that's your subconscious mind.
Yeah, your subconscious mind, man. You have to be conscious of your unconscious mind.
100%.
And it's 100% true. Where you start to do these things and you're like, oh, I'm cutting, per se, I could only implement it to myself. I'm cutting hair, like, oh, these people going to think you're corny. And you start having these thoughts.
Right.
But it's really the outside noise that's been instilled into you.
Right.
So when you learn how to identify these voices in your head that are telling you these negative things, yes, you are going to battle with that for a long time.
Yeah.
But if you do it long enough to where you can identify it and just shut that down, bro, you're only going to go up as a person.
100%. And so I want to talk to, I asked if you read Cybernetics because you were talking a lot about your subconscious mind. And that's really deep shit, bro. Like I
like to get deep, bro.
I'm very, very like hyper conscious on what I let into myself. Everything is in your subconscious mind. Like, so like when you hear like, let's say you're listening to music, right? And you get a song or a riff stuck in your head, that's in your subconscious mind. Then like if you hear a beat and then it comes up in your head, that's in your subconscious mind. Right now, like if I'm being really like vulnerable and open, all I listen to is books in the car, and then at home when I'm not with my family, all I do is read, bro. Like my library is one of the things I'm most proud of, and I continue to keep growing it. And I'm intaking so much like really specific information that I realize when I'm in the car and shit, and like I start to get those little voices, they're telling me some really fucking dope, crazy shit. Like, yeah, all right, you're about to become this. You're going to do this. All right, this is going to happen. Everything's working out. There's no reason to be fear. You're continuing to keep growing. You're becoming more powerful. Like, all these, like, those little chatters, they're all now, like, they've been drowned by so much, like, positive information, like, relentlessly back to back. Like, every second that I'm not speaking, I'm intaking, and then that goes with every intake, like your diet. Everything I'm intaking is fucking clean. And now those voices are like working with me towards the vision, like pushing me. So I don't care. Yeah, I'm like in momentum. Like I don't give a fuck what anybody says about me or like what I got going on, because I already know what I'm doing, how I'm holding myself accountable, that it's inevitable that the next things are going to happen.
Another crazy thing too is like as little as I know is not in my vocabulary no more.
What do you mean?
Like I personally don't even say it no more. I'm aware.
Yeah.
Because when you say something as little as like I know, it's like, okay, I know, and I don't want to know no more.
Yeah, that's
Crazy
the teachability
stuff.
index.
Yeah,
so like, yeah, you're right.
It's like little things like that, bro. Like I broke it down to the point to where it's like I'm aware.
Yeah, well, and I get, like, it's the same concepts. Like, I get it. Like, if you got it, that means you can't learn more about that because you already got it. But I was just making some content before you got here. It's like like the law of attraction, I keep reading these books and all this information, and they're just talking about the same principles, but I continue to like see it from a different perspective. And something as simple as the law of attraction, like I'm starting to understand it even like on a deeper, broader, like just more connection to it. And it's you're right. You don't know what you don't know. And as long as you continue to absorb, even if it's the same thing, you grasp it deeper. Like you understand it to a deeper level. And I'm committed to continue to grow, in every aspect.
100%. Definitely move day to day with the I'm a student mentality. And I think with like per se the law of attraction and all those great things, you really, for me it was like somebody would tell me something or I would read something, and I would somewhat understand it.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't really grasp it until I lived it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I put it in a real world perspective,
Right.
and I went through those emotions physically and mentally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it really clicked over for me, understanding and actually believing in that, in those perspectives, like law of attraction, when it happened, like things that have happened. You know what I mean? Like, I speak about something for a little while, which my old self, those inner voices would be like, nah, you're not gonna be that.
Yeah.
And then it happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, snap. Like, it's real.
Yeah.
And when that happens, like in a trickle effect, in a snowball effect, you believe in it more and more
100%.
and more. And yeah, also I believe a lot in like momentum, you know, and having seasons into things, you know. So if a lot of positive things are happening, ride that wave, bro. Don't stop. Ride the wave. Continue going with the momentum, and then things will happen when it's supposed to. Because another perspective too, it's like when things are going bad.
Oh, dude, it's because you're attracting it.
Bro, but like aside from that, when things are going bad, here's how crazy I would say I've gotten. When things are going bad, I laugh.
Yeah, bro, me too.
I laugh because I'm like, you know what? This is why I enjoy the good.
Yeah. Well, bro, the thing is, it's like my flight, bro, I woke up at 5 a.m. today. I went to the airport. We waited in the line. Our flight got canceled. We left at night. Like, that could fuck somebody's day up.
It was meant to be, though.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we're here right now.
Yeah, I have a deep belief that everything's happening for my best interest. But, like, there's people arguing and shit. There's, like, I understand, like, exactly what you're saying. Like, once you say something and you do it and then it comes to life, like, and you do it repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly. And I've been creating my life, like, my reality for the last, I don't even know, like, let's say 5 years. I've been creating, and now I'm confident and I know, like, my ability and my power to create. And I'm becoming more powerful as a creator. And so I understand that if I get fucking mad
You
or
see
angry,
how everything's with I? It's within, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
And people have to understand that it's I.
It's
within. It's me, and then it's them.
Yeah,
you know, because you project.
100%.
But go ahead, continue.
So I understand that, like, if I get fucking angry or upset and I carry that, like, vibration and my mind's a transmitter and I'm putting out that energy, then I'm in vibrational resonance with other shit that's going to piss me off.
You're you're prophesizing the negative things.
100%. So I know someone's going to cut me off and I'm going to be pissed. Something's going to happen and I'm going to continue to live that. So for me, once I realize it, I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, yeah, I'm getting a little hot right now. I got to let that shit go.
Let me go walk the dog.
Yeah.
I got to let that go. Here's been my outlet, and I love it so much. Let me go to the fucking gym.
Yeah, bro.
2 hours.
2 hours, get it in.
Fucking break a sweat, shake it off, feel that
Yeah.
And then, bro, what bad day?
There's no such thing, dude.
So I would say, bro, when things find habits and things that will help you shed that negative vibration, because you can do it.
100%.
You know, whether it's, bro, going outside in the sun and sipping like some bomb iced coffee, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whatever does switch over your brain, like, you know what?
Yeah, just let it go.
And here's what, bro, don't let one day ruin 6 others. Don't let 1 hour ruin 23 others. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's that perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Being present.
That's
being
facts.
present and knowing that bad moment, that bad day, that bad hour, that bad minute, you still have more to go. And that's how you enjoy the good.
Well, and that's like you're saying that
it's like
the
a
flow
high,
of
bro.
life.
It's like a high.
Yeah,
you know?
When you're in the present, you're in the flow of life. And you have a flow. And when you're in love, in happiness, in positivity, your heart is open and the flow of life is flowing through you. And you get angry and you hold on to something, you're fucking holding on to something, and it blocks the flow of life.
You know what's crazy? And people feel that. Like, as little as like going to my coffee shop, man, I'll walk up in there. They greet you by your name. Like,
we're neighbors? Yeah,
they greet you by your name and all that. And
like, Oscar, what's up?
Then they tell you, like, bro, you just have like this energy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's good. I'm like, bro, it's good seeing you guys. Like, y'all make my day. You know what I mean? Y'all give my first and last day, first of all. But no, it's just like, people see it. You wear it. You actually wear it. And then when you're having one of those days, I remember one time I think I was like shopping for some clothes and like, you look tired.
Yeah.
And it hit me like, wow. I'm like, wow, I look tired. All right, maybe I am tired, but like there's something that was just on my shoulders at the moment.
Yeah, and you got to perform, bro. Like, like for me, that's how I look at shit. It's like I got a family, I got like employees, I got clients, I have to perform every day, no matter what. There's too much on me. So like me having a bad day, the flight got canceled, whatever, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we're gonna keep it pushing, we're gonna keep evolving, we're gonna come to the studio, we're gonna make extra content, and that's how relentless I am on my own mission. Like,
That's
I don't,
amazing.
you know, who else is, I don't know, I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I'm relentless on my shit, and it shows up. And like you said, people recognize it, and people like, you know, greet you and treat you different, because it's like people don't try their hardest, bro.
Yeah, they don't.
And I'm trying my fucking hardest all the time, and I have a like charisma and momentum, and like I move rooms and shit when I come in, and people are like, yo, what the fuck, this dude's a somebody. People remember my name, and it's fucking crazy. Why? Because I come in with the force, like, you know what I mean? And you like you said, it's your habits. You are responsible for your own force and your own power, and that's one of the things that, like, I'm not saying I'm power hungry, but I am still creating the most powerful version of myself by the habits, bro. Eating clean. I do fucking, I don't know if you do, like, ever done a colon cleanse. I do fucking colonics, bro. I do toxin cleanses, eat super duper clean, bro. Exercise. Fuck, yeah, we're a temple, bro.
We're a temple.
Fat,
I'm
like,
trying to optimize my lifetime.
100%, bro.
And
I'm on the same shit.
And optimizing yourself to be your best self in order to perform your best self is such an amazing feeling.
So
I wish
that
you guys could feel that all the time.
fucking be of service to people, so that you could impact people. Like, I had a pretty crazy realization recently where I was like, me and my wife were talking, Judy, I'm sure you'll meet her one day. I was like, all right, so if I had like unlimited money, like, just, it was over. Like, I already fucking won the game on every level financially, like fiscally, I'm set up.
What's next?
I would really enjoy like giving to people. Like I said, bro, my dad's in Mexico. I take care of him. Like, we got his teeth done. I bought him a truck. I like just send him money, whatever. Like, I got friends that come over. Amazing. We fucking buy like hella. We go to Sprouts. We'll buy steaks, bro. Fucking cook them up for everybody.
Abundance, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I love doing that shit for people. Like, I really do. I get my wife, bro. She gets everything she wants all the time. And like, that's like a closer, and my daughter, whatever, but I would do that at scale. Like, you know what I mean? Like, more. Just fucking impact people's life positively.
You get a car. They get a car.
Everybody, bro.
It's a car. No, and I truly understand that feeling, and it's a great feeling. And when you understand and you become aware of yourself, and then you see yourself as like having another life, and then, okay, you get money, but then what's next, right? So I think finding true value I think real men see the value of giving. It could be as little as like, bro, taking your mother out to dinner once a month, you know, giving to the next, buying the next person's coffee, like. But a man's true self really understands what giving is. You know?
You have to provide. So I feel
because we're
like,
leaders, bro. We're leaders. We're soldiers. And even if we wake up sad, mad, angry, happy, the mission is still the same. The job is going to get done, regardless of that feeling, whether it's up, down, mid, low, whatever.
Right.
Like, our mission is to lead, to give, to provide, to protect, and so on, you know?
Yeah. There's a book I highly recommend, or listen to the audio.
My guy has all the books. I love it. So here's I'm going to be very transparent with that. I love books, but the way my mental is, it's a little too slow for me.
Listen to the audios.
Yeah, so I'm going to get into that. I do a lot of interviews. Like, I love just finding people that I see true value in. And even with my clients, bro, I listen to good stuff all day long. And it goes vice versa, whether light is being shed to me or I'm shedding light when people sit in my chair. You know, the haircut's the last thing.
Yeah.
You know, that's a cherry on top, bro.
Yeah. No, there's this book called Hard Times Create Strong Men. Listen to the audio, bro. It's fire, game changer. But basically it talks about, all that, like the that you have to show up and you have to be a man and you have to first lead yourself. So first you have to lead yourself and then provide for yourself. Then you get like a girl and you can provide for your girl. Then you have a family, you can provide for your family. And then
which there's values in all those aspects too that can enhance you. It goes both
100%.
ways.
Yeah, because you get their life force, bro. You become more powerful. So having a daughter, for me having my daughter, like I noticed it gave me, and like, so my wife is Jewish, and in the Jewish culture, like when you have a baby, you open up like a spiritual vortex of blessings that have come to you.
I understood and I heard that like people basically expand their life through them, through their seeds.
Like another person that depends on you, that needs you, and then also like they're giving you all their love, all their energy, and then you're taking that and creating with it, like, you know what I mean, like because I'm like the engine, bro, like literally I get shit done, I like move shit, like, you know what I mean, and my wife will plant ideas in my head, like the story of
and they'll give you their perspective as well.
Yeah, and she's like, she's fucking for sure responsible for most of the shit. I'm just, like I said, I'm the engine, I could pull shit together. But this was supposed to be the candle studio, so we have like e-commerce business, and it was supposed to be the candle business, and fucking
amazing.
It didn't work out, and now look at this, like, you know what I mean, like this is how it happened. So, and she came up with the idea and put it in, like, I was like, I was just gonna use this as my YouTube office, like I was just gonna have my own shit and film my like YouTube content, monetize it, and that's all it was gonna be. But she's like, let's make it a podcast studio. I was like,
no,
fuck it, let's do it.
No, it's beautiful. I love it too, and it's only gonna be
in
greater
its
as well.
Infancies, but it'll continue to evolve.
Things happen for a reason, you know. I think that's why we're here right now. And
100%.
Let's get into something else.
Shit. So
where am I at now?
What are you? Have you continued to keep reading, like outside of your?
So
what are you reading now?
So I have the book sitting next to my bed right now. I'm gonna start it tonight. The Fifth Agreement.
Oh, I actually saw that. Saw that at the bookstore. I didn't get it though.
Yeah, no.
Bro, read. Well, so the thing
I'm going to be reading more. Like I said, I like information that spits out to me fast.
So I listen to the audiobooks, but also the thing about reading, like physically reading lines, is it teaches you concentration and focus, and then also it interprets in your mind.
I've expanded my vocabulary through reading.
Yeah,
100%.
And then the really high level books, like there's this book right here, The Secret Teachings of All Ages. The really high level books, they use like really fucking like verbiage that you've never seen before, so it's like almost like a code, like you got to read it.
Even when I read my first book, it was I read it 3 times. Because the first time I couldn't grasp what it was trying to tell me because I was having difficulties with the vocabulary, but then as I read it more and I understood it more, I was definitely able to grasp it better.
Dude.
So when I I got out and stuff, I was able to speak with a better vocab and adapt to those that wanted to hear it that way.
You need to continue.
It's powerful. It's a skill. It's a good skill, to expand your vocabulary, how you conduct yourself, how you speak, as little as how you shake how you shake a hand.
100%.
Look someone in the eye, shake them, their hand firmly, and it can move mountains for you.
100%.
It can move mountains for you. So where I'm at now, so I just want to put it out there. First year, I came out to Vegas.
Oh yeah, when did you come out to Vegas?
So I came out to Vegas. I'm here 5 years. I've been here 5 years, going on 6. So I moved here February of 2019, and literally within my first 2 years, I was able to get my adult high school diploma because you need that for hair school. I finished and got licensed as a cosmetologist. I wanted to expand my horizon, learn long hairstyles. I didn't want to turn anything down that came through the door. Hustler mentality. And then I crossed over to the barber program, graduated as a master barber. So I did that in 2 years. And as I was going to school, I was doing Uber, Lyft, you name it.
You weren't even cutting?
I was cutting, but I needed to pay for school and my apartment.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know people out here.
Yeah.
So I did 2 things. I got paid to meet people because they got in my car, and I was passing out business cards as if I was already a professional. So I was doing hotel calls and stuff like that, like starting at $150 and things of that nature. Just get the boat rocking, and then I would go to school. And so my first 2 years, I was able to knock all that out. And then my year 1 in the shop, I cleared like 90, almost to 100K, just first year license. and now I'm on to my third year, and it's only grown exponentially. So
Let's go.
it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a blessing.
Let's
you know?
fucking go,
That's
baby.
where I'm at now.
Now we're in
And I
this
got elite people like
that
CEOs
contact list
from you name it.
Yeah.
Bro. They're all like, bro, let's go fly the hangar on like a Sunday or Monday, get lunch in LA. I'm like, yeah.
That'd be smooth.
Whatever.
That'd be
yeah, and it's cool, man. So many different people land in my chair and from all over the world, whether they're at the bottom or at the top.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. This is where I'm at now. This is year 5 in Vegas, going on 6. Who knows what's gonna be next year, man?
Yeah.
There's so much stuff happening out here.
Yeah, Vegas
so
is
much
booming.
growing,
It's
and I
crazy.
think that it's as little as you and I, bro. Like the hands were shaking. That, bro, our little encounterments at the gym led to us being here.
Yeah.
We're
Literally.
like, bro, we had all this fire, just conversation built up. We're like, we gotta do this. We gotta do
pull
this.
up. I know you hit me up last week. I was filming, and then when the plane got canceled, I was like, fuck, I still want to go to the studio. I didn't have much to do here, just like clean up and make some. I just wanted to do some little shit for myself, and I was like, let me hit up Surge and see.
I love the colors in here. It feels homey, and I love how it's like modest. And I know it's gonna look crazy too.
It's
more
just a couple little.
You got
things.
Good taste, bro. That's probably you and your
My
wife.
wife, yeah. That's my
See,
wife.
woman's perspective.
Yeah, bro, that feminine energy is mandatory. So then, just a couple of things. The credenza, the couch is coming, but we're gonna be out of town. I got another light that goes back here, and then just probably some more of these fucking lights.
I say
one of those lights.
Bring a little more green in here.
Yeah, so bro, inside our house we have
Like
big
real,
ass plants.
like,
so I want to bring real plants because
it's
real
energy,
plants
bro.
bring that energy.
Within the last week, I've bought like 5 new plants.
Bro, we got. I'm
It's
starting
amazing.
to get like a
I love
hoarder.
it. I'm like, bro, the more I feel like I'm in Tulum, I think the better I'll be.
For real, dog. That shit. We got a lot of plants, like to the point where it's like almost hoarder style. But we got good ass oxygen in the house.
That's fire.
Yeah, we got like hella pull flows from like the top of the stairs, like come all the way down like the whole wall.
That's amazing.
We got big ass.
It just gives you good energy, bro.
Hell yeah, bro, 100%. I take really good care of. And we got a compost bin, so like we got worms, and then like all our leftover scraps, they like make it. So then I fucking, bro, yeah, you can get worms, and then you get soil, you put them in there, and then your leftover food scraps, you just put them in there and you bury them, just water it a little bit, like keep it moist. I have like holes in the bottom. Yeah, and then so the worms fucking eat all the compost, and then they leave castings, which is like super rich soil. Ooh. So whenever I like transplant plants, I like get the fucking soil, put them in there.
The nitty gritty.
And
see,
and
I'm scraping the surface with the plant stuff.
Yeah, for real, we got a whole ass compost in a garden. That's cool. And shit. It's cool, yeah, bro.
That's really cool, man. I love it, bro.
Cool minute. But yeah, you're right. We definitely need plants. I don't know if I don't know if I should buy new ones or bring some from the crib, because I like the ones at the crib is like they're the homies, I'm trying to keep them where they're at.
Just have some hanging back here, like some
yeah, that would be kind of
some
tight.
Hawaiian pothos.
Yeah,
falling down right there.
That would be fire.
I got my my plant talk.
Hey, that would be fire, bro. So shit, I'm excited to see where you're at in the next 5 years.
Let's check back in a year.
Let's check back in. Yeah, whenever you want to, bro. We got the spot. My goals are fucking massive, for the next.
It's mind blowing to me, man. I went from cutting hair for honey buns and soup to,
having a dope life.
Having a dope life, man. With
scissors.
When I go out, restaurant, whatever, I'm not too worried about it.
Bro,
it's a good way to live.
It's kind of crazy. I think about the same shit too. It's like, damn, I started this shit with the video. When the video is crazy because it's not even really anything
dove down
tangible.
into video a little bit myself too.
Like, yeah, you got.
I got. There's a lot of multiple hobbies and things that I kind of got into. Not to end it off too quick. We're almost there though. Yeah, man, bro. First job, Fat Burger.
Bro.
Yeah, I've always had a job ever since I was like 15 years old.
Hey, we're grinding.
Full-time employee. Full-time high school student. Like I went to high school and stuff, but I just didn't get it at the last year. And but yeah, man, warehouse work, construction work. I've had so many different stuff, and every single one, even if it was momentarily, I did my best possible because it like people see that.
Bro,
and it worked for the best.
Every job I ever had, I became like one of the most valuable people.
Within my first 2 weeks at Fat Burger, I went from like cleaning up the restaurant to on the grill. Like, bro, I would go out to to the tables, and I would ask people like, "Hey, how's your burger tasting?" and stuff like that. 15 years
The
old, like, yeah,
let's go.
yeah. But yeah, man, whatever it is that you do in this life, be
Bro.
the greatest at it.
If you just try your hardest, people
Yeah.
don't try their hardest, bro. And like the thing is, people don't know if you try your hardest because you could only you know if you tried your hardest, and
Yes.
nobody's asking you. Like you could do just good enough or whatever, and people
But
are like,
when
oh,
you
you did a
do it,
good
like,
job.
there's people that notice, man. Like, bro, man, people notice when you take the hairs off the shoes. Make sure the chair's
Yeah,
clean, things
yeah,
are clean. Like, it's just little stuff, but like, even from flipping burgers, like going
yeah.
out to ask people, how is it? Just do whatever that it is at that moment. Just be 110% the best at it, and you will be rewarded with that in the long run.
Every time,
On the
bro.
back end.
It's the law of the
You'll be happy
universe.
with yourself, because once you fall in the mindset of like, oh, this is a job, this is what I got to go to and go do, then you become miserable. Like,
Yeah.
low key, even if it's momentarily, see, you got to tell yourself it's momentarily, but let me do and be the best at it.
And then be like, you know what I mean? Like, make your play for that. Like, if you're just at Fatburger or whatever and you're like, all right, I'm going to open up a studio, like, stack up your bread. Don't be like fucking not stacking up your bread. And then,
Yeah.
like, then you don't get out of that situation.
Yeah.
It's like, set yourself up.
I'd
Like,
say if you're young, like, bro, mid 20s below, any money, like, any money that you have, just put it right back into yourself.
Yeah.
From your image, the way, you dress, the way you talk, go buy your books, go buy your colognes, go be the best version of yourself. Just put it back into yourself. People will see that, because then you will be able to move around as if,
Yeah.
you don't have to, save up 10, 20K and go invest it. Like, honestly, like, maybe go do a internship, maybe go pay for a private class, go learn how to speak, you know what I mean? Inherit those good skills, you know what I mean? Mid
Yeah,
20s
make
below, like,
yourself
really,
freaking
really put
useful.
yourself on, put yourself on.
Yeah, in that book, The Hard Times Create Strong Men, it talks about like a young man is the most useless being of all time. Like they're just like useless. That's why it's hard coming up
You're
as a young
nobody.
man. Yeah, you're nobody
You're
with
nobody
nothing to
to
show.
nobody. Like, in anyone's eyes, you're nobody.
You're just a nobody with
So
nothing.
that's what I mean. If you take whatever amount of money that you have, or that you're making, you could be making minimum wage and just, chip away some chips and literally invest into how you look. I'm not saying go buy designer, go do all this, go do all that. Like, no, like, just, be presentable, be clean, smell good, go invest in speaking classes, and literally
Right.
present to yourself to these people as if you're already somebody.
Yeah.
Because if you're young, to someone's eyes, you're a nobody, right?
Yeah.
But then if you move accordingly, you look accordingly,
Yeah.
you talk accordingly, they're like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
This
Be
is
useful.
somebody. If not, he's going to be
Exactly.
somebody.
Learn something. Work hard. Be useful. You know what I mean? Like those are the things that people
Be a tool. Allow yourself to be a tool.
Yeah.
And
Because
what I mean by that, go ahead.
Because a mentor or somebody who sees you like that, like, oh, this is a useful guy, they'll put you on.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, yeah, you know what to do here.
People got to find value in you. And a lot of people that have invested into me now, or people that see themselves, their younger selves in me, and want to make it better.
Yeah.
So clients and mentors that I have now that are elite, that are like putting me on with stuff, they see themselves in me, and they
Right.
want me to be better than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And those are the people that you need around you. So when I was talking
Exactly.
about earlier, like, shed the bad environment and all that stuff, like, then you elevate yourself and you start bringing this new environment around you. And I think we go through different social circles in our lives. Like, I would say in the last 2 years, my whole social circle has just changed. And I don't even want to say change, because change is not a thing. I'd say it's been all the people that's filled with growth.
Yeah.
That want to grow, that want to see me grow. They want to grow.
Right.
Like, bro, there's older, I would say mature folks that come and listen to me, and
Yeah.
vice versa. The people that are well off financially, but they just don't have it internally.
Right.
So they're like, yo, sir, this is going on. I'm like, look, well, hey, let's find the good in this,
Yeah.
Where are you at? Where are you headed? Where is your value? Like, it's all cool stuff.
100%, bro. I agree. Well, shit, bro. We could fucking be here
Yeah.
forever. We already did over an hour.
Yeah.
So
It was
fucking.
meant to be. It was perfect though.
What? Anything else? Where can the people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at sergio.hustle. I'm going to be getting on TikTok soon. YouTube is Self-Made Society. That's on the back end. I'll be getting more into that stuff. I'll soon enough have a website. I'm under construction right now because I've been doing all this internal work. But I think I'm almost ready to start presenting this to the world. So,
Let's
but yeah,
go.
mostly you can find me on Instagram at Sergio.hustle. If you want to ask me any questions about the hair game, on how to grow, or, you know, just get to the bigger bucks, optimize yourself, or even if you just need a little bit of like influence or talk, I got all good stuff, and I only speak from a factual, experienced place. It's not like your favorite quote of the day that I'm telling you.
Let's
So
fucking go.
definitely, man.
Hell yeah.
Go check that out.
It's been real, bro. I appreciate you coming
My
through.
guy.
Let's fucking
I'll give you a
go.
hug.
I don't smell as good as you.
Hey, now you want to go get some though.